Hi everybody, welcome back to episode 4 of the Necromancers Let's Play of Total War Warhammer. To recap last time, we took Castle Templehof and Fort Oberstyre, Oberstyre, I don't know. And what we're left over with is Van Krieger here with his singular army raiding. So we're just about ready to go into the end turn phase. I don't think there's anything left for us to do right now. Yeah. So we will go ahead and end the turn. We've been just sort of sat here in Sylvania so far. I hope that this episode we will... Oh ho! Yes, I'm hoping that this episode we will venture out somewhere. But before that, it looks like Van Krieger has other plans. So yeah, so we're tired here. And we don't have the garrison's not at full strength. Gustav is not at full strength either. But nevertheless, we will fight this. Hopefully give them a run for their money. I think the auto resolve is assuming that I'm just gonna run in straight away and immediately lose Gustav here. But I'm not going to do that. Gustav is a good and noble creature that we we won't let him down. So it looks like one of our reinforcing armies are coming from the back end. Oh, okay. So we have. Okay, that's so it looks like we have Gustav's army and the garrison here. Wow, really went down to 7. Oh well. Yeah, so it looks like we have Gustav's army and the garrison on this side, and we'll have Kemmler coming in from behind. That works out pretty well, because what I'd like to do is get Kemmler snuck in here and see if we can't assassinate Krieger nice and early. But to accomplish that, we're first going to want to get a bunch of zombies tossed in there. Does he have anything large? I don't think so. He doesn't have any. He's just zombies and skeletons. So I don't know what the auto resolve is thinking here. But okay, so that's good. A good mix of poison and damage on that side. So I kind of want to alternate poison, non-poison, poison, non-poison, all the way through this line here. So that seems good. Maybe put these guys on the outside. These guys on the inside. Okay. You fellows over here. Did they actually go in the order that I told them to? More or less. That's a little bit spotty when you get two armies in together like this. It usually works if you have just one, but somehow the ordering doesn't quite work out if there's multiples. You guys can get grouped up like that, and the bats can go in like this. So I think we'll put dogs on one side, bats on the other, and Krieger and the Cryptors can be in the middle. Van Krieger just needs to not die, mainly. That is his primary objective in this battle. Alright. And up we go. We have to kind of run in, because otherwise we'll be in a bad situation with our reinforcing army stuck in the back there. Guys in here, guys in here, guys up the middle. Let's run in there. You guys up here. You guys up here. Oh, we don't want to get the corpse cart involved. Krieger, what are you doing? Losing track of my units here. Looks like they're gonna clump up here pretty tidily. This is just other units and also Kemmler. Okay, you folks get up here. Dogs, get in the back here if you can. And you fellas, just try to distract what you guys are up to. You guys crush on through here. Oh dear. That's not good. Can get those dogs out. Go. We will get one unit of bats just in here to surround.
What is it? Master Necromancer. Swiftly. At once.
Out there, buddy. Oh dear, this is not going very well. But we do have the reinforcements coming in now. Not very well timed, but yeah. Ogres, my lord, and we only have the reinforcing army now. This is very troubling. Yeah, we just started way too far back. But we can throw Krell in here to take out their lord. These guys buffed up. And Krell should be able to take out their lord fairly easily.
Master of death.
It's just the rest of our forces that are in a mite bit of trouble. Ah, yes, but there goes their lord. Okay. Fellas, help out on this flank. You guys are holding up pretty good, amazingly. I mean, not actually well, but better than I would have expected. Ooh. Kemmler's there blowing himself up. Corpse Krak right in there. That should help out significantly. These guys hold over here. Kemmler move up. Okay. That's those units taken care of. Kemmler needs just a few more seconds on his magic. Okay. Krell, I'm sure Krell's very impressed. Alright, the other flank. Not doing great. Krell, why are you just standing there? I seem to be doing that a lot lately. Let's see if we can get... Let's throw some zombies into them. That should count as surrounding. Side still holding on, amazingly. So definitely more guys than we need. Just all blobbed up here for no reason at all. Come on, guys, get out. Get out and get rearranged. So most of this fight is in its sphere of influence. Goes down here. The Cairn Wraiths are doing work over here. they're just nothing's really able to damage them. Pull the Cairn Wraiths around. Try to get them into the back of this group here because I think this is going strongly in our favor now. We have enough magic. Not enough magic for an overcast yet. Krell is presumably doing work here. Where is he? Yeah. Went back over my footage so far, and I noticed I didn't have enough of Krell stopping things. So, yeah. You guys get back in here now. You guys come in for a full surround now. These guys help out over here. And that seems to have been us winning it. $124 from the Königstein Stalkers. That's fairly impressive. Sadly, yeah, Gustav got wrecked by, was it the Crypt Ghouls? Like first thing, because I lost track of him. But such things happen. I just dominate captives. The other benefits here are pretty meh. Looks like Gustav died. But if I do this, it says that it heals him. So maybe he doesn't die? It's not really clear. Good. Rampage is standard. That's nice. Would it be even nicer if I hadn't lost my Hex Wraiths in last time. No, looks like Gustav is fine. With a spell shield, Sword of Strife, and a Luck Stone. I'll leave it distributed like that for now. Let us see here. Other things to be built. We could upgrade Waldenhof, or in 4 turns we could upgrade Eschen, which is probably probably the better move, because I don't think there's any stopping Kadrin from coming down and basically just ruining our day.
Thou may speak for now.
Wissenland. Lads at war with Wissenland. So, I mean, now that we have Templehof is a non-issue at this point, we need to start thinking about what our next conquest is going to be. I mean, I've been buttering up the dwarves here, so that shouldn't be an issue. Karak Kadrin will come in and have things to do with us, but how are they doing right now? They're at war with Templehof and the Red Eye. I wonder if the Red Eye can keep them distracted, or how they're doing right now. I mean, if I'm not building anything this turn, then I'm free to move my Necromancer up there. And they don't have anyone stationed in Kadrin. Well, they do have a pretty impressive garrison, and sieging dwarves is no fun. But I feel like if we rush in there while they're off doing whatever it is they're doing with the Red Eye, we can sort of break the back of that problem before it becomes too bad, because I don't really want Slayers rushing through my vampire lands for 50 turns of the game. So yeah, we'll switch to standard stance. What can we recruit in this area now? We can recruit basically everything here, can't we? Yeah, we went over that this last time. That we have all the recruitment buildings here, and it's Circle's point in next turn. Yeah, I mean, I guess the other alternative is we could go after Vlad, but I don't know. Having this blocked up is nice. I mean, I know there's the river here that blocks movement, but I don't really want to be attacked by all the Empire factions ever from this direction. I like having just one point of approach to protect through Fort Oberstyre here. So I guess Stirland, is it Stirland? Stirland would be the other option. Although, in my experience, taking Wurtbad is just a bad plan, because everywhere, when Chaos comes in, they hit Wurtbad. When the Empire marches in, they hit Wurtbad. Other vampire factions hit Wurtbad. I've seen the Border Princes coming up and attack Wurtbad. It's just an all-around bad place. So if we go up there, if anything, I'll just sack and raze it, because holding Wurtbad is incredibly more trouble than it's worth. So I think right now my main plan is going to be to finish off Templehof and then head up towards Kadrin. So we'll get Gustav moved up here, so he can at least help out in the battle. And Kemmler, yeah, we don't need to see this. This is bad times for everybody, basically. Charge bonus, sure. Yeah.
Across the map.
Ah, Trickster's Shard. What is it? Yes, that's the one that causes 100% miscast chance, which is nice. And I think everybody got a level as well. Oh, and a black cat. That's helpful. Good things for everybody. So now that army is basically done, I guess I better properly finish it off, though. And that is the end of Templehof. I can murder these specific captives. Confident attacker. That's nice. Leadership +5 for the whole army when attacking. That's That's pretty huge, actually. And then we will go force march, head up this way. Similarly with Gustav. Actually, no. Gustav is going to stay in normal stance, go right up to just this point here on the border, and start recruiting. Now, I don't want to really grab anything. It's going to take 2 turns to recruit. And so dwarves are not large. They will have no large units. They are armored, though, and we don't have anything armor-piercing, I don't think. I just mouse over all each of these. There's no armor-piercing at all. That is unfortunate. Graveguard would have anti-infantry, but we don't have them. If we are sieging, though, flying units would be quite helpful. So we're just gonna go bat heavy. And Heinrich. And we can probably also raise dead, but actually we'll do that next turn. It's cheaper to do it in that order. We're going to continue with Master of the Dead. If it's targeted area, self. Disabled engaged in melee. This is replenishes hit points. This is just the Necromancer. The Necromancer has health regen. I don't know why this is the most complicated possible way to say that. Or is it? Oh, it's affects self and allies in range. Okay, so it's the AOE, the AOE regen. So that's a good one. We'll toss that in. And for Kemmler, Krell, half speed, Deadly Onslaught, and Foe Seeker for Krell. So Perpetual Regeneration seems like something to work towards. I haven't actually looked through the blue line skills. Increased ambush chance. I mean, what is it? 30%. That is decent. Less attrition. Never really had that problem. Your recruitment cost. That is. Why is this even a? Your action cost. Okay, and increases the vampire hero capacity. And the casualty replenishment rate. That's meh. Lightning Strike, Kylan Glamour, Pure Corruption, that's useful. I wish this should be in the first tier. Having that in the second tier is like I'm not right. Like this seems quite good, but only if I had it in the first tier. You kind of want growth loaded early in the game, so having it over here is mostly pointless. Increased siege holdout time. I've never been properly sieged down by attackers. I think no. I believe it's happened once. So I think Ancient Cunning and Lightning Strike might be something to look at, but everything else here seems so much better that I think that's going to have to be left out for now. I'm going to just throw Master of the Dead onto Kemmler, and our Chaos Tomb Blade is going to be available at rank 7. I hope this stacks with Master of the Dead. But yeah, so one more level and we'll have our thing to do. Okay, and while we're here, I think I'm going to demolish these duplicate buildings because we have the same thing over here, but better. Oh, except that Castle Drakenhof, that's something to consider. Upgrade for a Banshee next turn there, or alternately, see, well, I'm worried about getting Crypt Guard earlier. So maybe actually what I should be doing is upgrading this, and then I can build the armory here. I definitely don't need the sinister copes, and this is definitely a duplicate building we do not need two of. But I will hold on to perhaps the cemetery in Eschen for now. Actually, you know what? It's a one-turn or two-turn build or something. We can fill this all up with money-making buildings and then get ourselves a great big army. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Now we're still 2 turns away from Kadrin, but I really don't like having no wars on. Having 0 wars, it makes the AI go a little bit strange. There seems to be, I mean, okay, Total Warhammer has war in the title twice, so you should. I think you're supposed to get the hint that you're supposed to be at war with. You're supposed to be at war with folks. So go on the diplomacy screen and see who seems like they're not going to be in any sort of position to fight back. So I think Ostland is strength rank 5. So that's a possibility. There's the Bloody Spears, who don't like us and are strength rank 20 and are nowhere near us. So I'm just going to randomly declare war on the Bloody Spears. And we'll see if that comes back to bite us later. But for now, all I can think of it doing is, so +6 relations with Zufbar because of war with the Bloody Spears. So,
very well.
Still not ready for a non-aggression pact. Their strength rank 6 right now. That's impressive. But yeah, so general rule of thumb: you always want to keep wars going. It's better to pick your own than let the AI just sort of roll the dice and just generate something crazy for you. Because I mean, the natural thing you would think would be for Kadrin to attack us, but that's not what would have happened. I can guarantee you. I guarantee it. It would have been something completely ridiculous, like I don't know. The dwarves would have declared war on us or something crazy. A new mission. Another count has approached us. We must engage the enemy force that plagues them. If we do this, we can manipulate them into fealty. Defeat a force belonging to Wissenland in Tutu. What kind of a... That's completely impossible. I'm nowhere near Wissenland. I don't think there's any forces in here. I have no idea what what they expected me to do there. Okay. That's interesting. Kadrin supposedly likes us because we're at war with the Bloody Spears. But our plan is still to attack them. So we'll move on up here. We'll just send our Necromancer up a little bit to scout this out here. But I don't see anybody. So I think we're safe on that front. And now we have to build our builds. So the charnel pit for growth, I'm not necessarily against that. Public order. How is public order in our -3, -4 turn? That's actually pretty good. I'm not worried about that at all, really. And public order is +4 here, so no worries on that. So it's just whether we want money or vampire corruption, which we don't need here, or growth. And I feel like well, the charnel pit is cheaper, and our money is mostly okay right now. So let's just go for a crazy amount of growth. What is that? Wine resources, which we don't have any. We don't have any trading partners at the moment, so let's not worry about that for the time being. So it's the charnel pit or the gibbet. We'll toss the gibbet in here. And Charnel Pit is our only option there. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's just go with 3 Charnel Pits. Let's just go for a crazy growth, and we can demolish them later once things are stabilized. Kemmler just walked outside, or no, we demolished all the recruitment buildings, so we can't recruit anything. That was somewhat thoughtless. Okay, but we can just raise some extra units. We can do that next turn. Gustav will also head up this way, or shuffle, as he as he put it.
I will not betray you.
Yeah, and I think we're good there. Guess getting to Zufbar. I like to try to maintain the gift rating at plus 20 or so. Any more than that, and the rate of decay sort of washes out all the possible gains you would have made. And I'm wondering if we should start another army while we're here. The only necromancer available is easily deceived. And Strigoi Ghoul Kings are technically still a type of vampire, so we'll avoid them for now. I was kind of on the fence about it, so we'll just wait for some more necromancers to show up for recruitment. All easily deceived isn't that bad. It's also not good. Yeah, we'll end the turn there. All right, so we'll have Kemmler raise dead on this side. Declare war on Kadrin, who has no allies.
Kill them, raise them.
Initially, our chances are not great. We'll need at least a battering ram and a couple of towers. We're going to be here for a while. But we'll bring Gustav up the rear here. Unfortunately, he's probably going to take some attrition.
Find me charnel pits.
We'll get him up to reinforce, and how our chances look now. Bad, but not as bad. So we'll continue the siege. Next turn, we can throw him into one of the other stances to stop the attrition.
Who shall we destroy? This way.
And this turn we can... I don't want to toss him in there because he'll take attrition. And next turn we get... recruitment cost bonus, that's okay. And hopefully the rest of our empire won't fall apart while we're dawdling around here, trying to decide what to do. We have a new lord. He's unfortunately a clone of our existing lord. Reynold von Drac. Yeah, enemy heroes excess chance. That's no good. Humble, aura size plus 25%. That's not bad. Melchior Posner. I like his name too. And then Helmut Gorst. What is the requirements? Dominating 10 sets of captives after a battle. Do we have a count or something? Lets us know when we can do that. It does not look like it. Okay. Well, Melchior. Do we want another lord? That's a good question. It would sort of tank our income. but we do have quite a bit of money, and basically we're going to lose all our units in this upcoming battle anyway, so we might as well invest and start building up an army here.
Moving.
Start with the two-turn recruits. So we'll start off with a couple of Argeists. Yeah. So our buddies here don't seem to care at all that we're fighting other dwarves, which is good.
Very well. Say what you must, vampire.
368. So they dropped in the strength rankings there. So our gifts don't have to be as large to make the same impact. Keep these dwarves sweet. And with that, I think we're good to end the turn. As I'm recording this, my upload of the first episode in Let's Play is happening on YouTube. So I'd say we're about a week behind in the upload cycle, just because I wanted to have a little bit of a buffer. Good. Bond of Bones. Now we're using resistant champions. We failed this mission that was clearly possible to do, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Armor plus 10 for skeleton warriors and skeleton spearmen, and then upkeep plus 10% for skeleton warriors, skeleton spearmen. Weapon strength plus 10% for skeleton warriors, skeleton spearmen. I think I'd rather head along this way. This is all zombies. This is skeletons. This is zombies, and over here, that's where we get the grave guard. So I'm more interested in getting the grave guard upgrades earlier. Grave guard are not particularly hard to get. Buffs to skeleton warriors, I mean, that's pretty good. Plus 10 armor, plus 10% upkeep for skeleton warriors and skeleton spearmen. I guess that makes I mean, we have to, I guess we would choose whether we want to keep recruiting zombies or switch to mainly using skeletons. But I'm going to continue along that path for the moment. Yes. And we can deploy a Breakout here and upgrade our Balefire Gold Smeltery. That's how much is it making now? 250 a turn. Yeah, that's a good deal. We're not going to bother upgrading any of these. Waldenhof could be upgraded. Should it is the question. I guess one more turn, and we can upgrade Eschen. And now could build the armory here now, but we just undid all our other stuff. So is there anything economic or anything else that we would like to do here? Doesn't look like it. Well, we can just build a gibbet or gibbet, depending on how you want to pronounce that, in Castle Drakenhof for now. And then once we get these two, our lesser settlements, fortified a little bit, then we can take that out and work on Sylvania, because I'd like Western Sylvania to be more about recruitment and Eastern Sylvania about making money. Okay, so how are things going here? So we have our battering ram. Continue that siege. Switch to raiding stance. That'll stop us from degrading over time. And we should probably recruit more than just two things at a time. We'll start the corpse cart going. So we have a few turns of recruitment here.
Darkness comes.
Yeah. So this is bigger in battle, winded. That can affect our chances badly. Doesn't seem noticeable.
Turn them to death.
And are we able to raise more dead yet? We are not. Well, hopefully by the time our siege equipment is ready, we'll be ready to go, and I'm also hoping that we don't get any sneaky dwarves sidling up behind us. Burning down Kadrin, but the owners are nowhere to be found. Giving me a I would like 16 plus 16 leadership when fighting against dwarves, but I don't want to go to war with Zilfbar. That's these missions really, they need to make the rewards much better, or try to key them to what you seem to be doing, because right now it's not great. I have high hopes for Total War Warhammer 2. Let's put it that way. Okay, so we have our reduction in recruitment cost now. So we're still recruiting Corpse Cart, so we'll grab, I'm going to say a couple more bats. And I'm hoping we'll finish this next turn, we'll rush on up, and we should hopefully be there in time for the actual siege. So we have one battering ram. We're working on the next siege. Ah, there's a spearman unit ready. So we'll go ahead and grab them. Does channeling? Raiding makes us immune to attrition. Channeling just enables replenishment. I don't think the replenishment cancels out. I mean, channeling sounds good, but it doesn't seem like we need it at this. Or I don't think it's going to help us at this current juncture. We can now upgrade Eshin. Getting a little bit tight on money. I feel comfortable when I'm over 1k income. I mean, unless I'm playing Chaos or something. But yeah, we will go ahead and how do the dwarves like us? They're trending towards feeling nothing about us at all.
My throng
Still probably won't get us a non-aggression pack though. Yeah, I wonder where Kadrin is. I can't see how they have anything more important to deal with than this. But maybe the Bloody Spears and the Red Eyes are giving them trouble. Oh, what on earth are they doing here? They're just coming to trespass, I guess. That's interesting. I didn't get a notification. They don't seem to even dislike me.
I will listen, but my time is short.
There, or with Stirland. Okay, I'm 100% okay with that. All right.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Now, we bring you up here. We can force march you up a little bit farther. There are undead to recruit, so we'll get you up as far as we can this turn. No more dead here. And I don't see, there's still no dwarves. So I think,
Kill them, my children.
yeah, next turn we'll have our tower, and our final group of forces will come in. So yeah, I think next turn we'll have ourselves a siege. Yeah, I'm not sure what those dwarves are up to. It's a little suspicious, to be honest. feeling there's going to be a lot of dead zombies at the end of this. Many, many dead zombies. Okay, so this is just Ostermark. Ostermark taking attrition in the swamp for no reason and then leaving. It's better than it was at release. I remember factions would just stand around in the swamp and like their armies would die. The AI really didn't understand attrition. They're a little bit better about it now. The Empire is confederated with Wissenland. That's troubling. Public order or angry gods. I'm not particularly worried about. I don't really care. I think I don't care. This is -5. Yeah, I don't care. Still at +1 here. Don't care even a little bit. Okay, so switch to normal stance. How much time is 2 more turns on? No, I won't wait for them. We will grab all the dead there are to be had. And we'll go ahead and march them on up here. We're going to just throw them all in Gustav's army, just to make this simpler. All the ones we can anyway. Melchior will just stand around with these. Not worried about attrition now. And we can pop Rickert into our army. Somehow they're still at +12 public order. They're being raided by zombies and having a grand old time. Okay, so it's giving us a high favor, but we have done no fights against the dwarves, and I think it's strongly overestimating our power here, I think. So we're going to fight it, and we'll see how this goes. This is just a single gate on this one. Okay. No, not like that. Drop it. You're all holding the wrong things. Cairn Wraiths with a siege, that's actually not bad, I don't think. They're quite fast, and yeah, we'll let that happen. Yeah, because I think I'm not sure if that protects them from arrow fire, but I don't think it matters because the dwarves don't have any magic damage anyway. 24 is an amazing amount of magic. I am quite happy with that. The bats, I'm going to start back where our reinforcements come in, because yeah, and I'm just going to throw zombies in the towers. Basically, they don't need protection. It's mainly just I want to tire out the troops on the walls using the zombies and just kind of hold them there. I think my main force actually wants to go in through the gate, and maybe we'll kind of hold them on the walls. We'll only leave enough units to do that, and the rest will be used elsewise. Okay, so. Kind of get the poison kind of mixed in with the rest of our units. And I'm actually just going to throw Rickert in here in the middle as just sort of the core for our main attacking group. Two zombies will be 1. Cairn Wraiths, they're on the I won't forget about them. I won't forget about the Cairn Wraiths. Kemmler, put back there. Oh, also this guy needs to be in this group, like here. So we'll just lock that whole motion to keep them from scrambling around too much. And our towers should protect us while the rest of the army advances. So we're going to go ahead and start the battle. Go. Up here. And then 2. March on up here. These two guys just sit here. And the fellows who are going to be sat right in front of the tower, I don't really want them to do that. It seems like a foolish plan. Kemmler, you get up here as well. And here come our other lords. And we can variously place one here, one over here. Just move all this all together. Have you guys just kind of wander up here. It's going to take them a while to get here. And send the bats in behind here. In fact, I'm just going to send them all to Grudge Thrower. I would like to get that tied up if I could. Oh god, all these guys are getting in the way of my battering ram. Okay. They're almost moved up. Alright, get up there. Explosion damage up there as well. How are we doing health-wise? Things are going okay so far. Send group bats in there. These guys are uncontested completely. Them surrounded. So this side they seem to be much stronger on. Okay, so we have a corpse cart somewhere here. Maybe we'll get the corpse cart like in the middle here, along with where's Kemmler. So their auras stack on up. Just get everything healing while it's in there. Just gonna see if we can't scare this Grudge Thrower off. No, we better get out of there. Send you up over here. And our second army is coming in. We have a unit of zombies here, just stood around looking pretty. Kemmler. This unit up here if you can, Kemmler. You can target them on the walls. Oh, this is open, so we can go ahead and why can't we toss Krillin? Army is full. Ah, well that's a problem. Okay. Well. So these fellas, they're not particularly good at hitting dwarves because the dwarves resist magic damage, but the dwarves should have trouble fighting them themselves. So, yes. In fact, Vargas in there. Where's this corpse guard at? All the way back there. Holy hell. Okay. bats. Get ready for cycle charging. And you go in there. And they're in here. Okay, units can head in here. Get the bats back here. So everybody's kind of getting lobbed up in here, unfortunately. It's not useful against dwarves, unfortunately. Hamlets. Oh, actually. Now our army's not full.
Necromancer. Winds of death.
Well, these exploding necromancers here. Take out that mortar crew there. And there's Krell wrecking stuff up. So Krell has armor piercing damage, so that's useful. Still coming up the ladder here. This side can use a little bit of a healing up. Get you in here. Still going. I think it's going pretty well. So maybe I was not as confident as I should have been in the outcome of this battle. Things seem to be going pretty well, actually. Get you moved over here to fire Devora a little bit more successfully. Raise some zombies into the middle of them there. That should count as a surround. These units not needed up on the wall anymore. Skeleton spearmen stood out there getting hit for no reason at all. We can put... Just having trouble breaking through this armor, I guess. Krell can get on. Krell can get on that. Ooh, getting some slowdowns here. So this is quite a large army that's fighting here. Not a ton of magic left. Hopefully the Vargeists can end this dwarven occupation of the center. And that'll let us get some units in there and start capturing it. Cycle charge here with Vargeists. Boy, Corpse Cart finally getting in there. I'll send it to stand by the wall here. Actually, we'll go ahead and wreck these guys' day. Back up the walls there. And we are going to rapidly capture this, I think. kinds of fellows here just stood around. The dwarves have taken this left, I guess, from my perspective, flank. But we've taken everything else.
Life is a thing. Life ends.
They've been in range. Yeah. Okay. I was worried that like nothing was in range there that whole time. But no, we were in fact in range.
Legions to me. I will kill.
We could raise more dead. There's no reason to though, because we are taking capture points and we almost have their lord down. Krell is slowly degrading. I think he's done all the work here. He's got. Krell's got 50 kills here. Says Kemmler has 0 red. Again, wraiths, yeah, they don't do much work against dwarves, unfortunately.
Their time has come.
All right, victory. Wow, what happened here? Oh, okay, let's just look straight up. Well, that was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, we did have trouble getting through those dwarves, and they did rack up some pretty crazy kill counts, slaying hundreds of just swaths and swaths of zombies. But we won out. I think Krell was pretty essential there. I think he was our only armor-piercing unit when going against the dwarves, apart from the wraiths, which do magical damage, which kind of counteracts the fact that they do so they do magical damage and they do armor-piercing damage. The armor-piercing damage also is of course good because it goes through the dwarves' army, but the dwarves then resist magic, so it kind of it ends up being a null operation. We could sack it for 4k, or we could just raise it. I have a feeling that just raising it is the best option here. I don't really want the dwarves coming back and ruining my day. We got the enchanted shield. We unlocked the Regiment of Renown. These ghouls remember one thing: war. They pursue that goal with a single-minded savagery. That's pretty cool sounding. Alright, so Kemmler is stuck here this turn, so he'll take attrition, but our other armies can, I believe, be marched back out to our land. Good. And just start replenishing up again.
The scent of death is strong.
Now that said, I don't need 3 units of like 1/10 strength Hellbats, and they're only really good for sieges, so away they go. So Gustav has gained a level, which is good. We'll put it in the Unliving Host. He'll be a skeleton guy.
Everything dies.
Melchior, interestingly, did not gain a level. He did gain some experience here. It's this little. It took me forever to figure this out. It's a little blue bar around the edge is the experience of the Lord or Hero. Yeah, and then Kemmler did gain another level, which means that we will get the quest for the Chaos Tomb Blade next turn. Grave Ward. Missile Resistance. I'm not really having any trouble with my Lord getting sniped down, and he doesn't have any mounts, so I don't think that's a particularly good option, because Lord on a mount is in danger of being shot to pieces, but it's not so much of an issue. Not so much of an issue for just lords walking around. Okay, so I guess it's Immortal Challenger, or do we start thinking about moving farther down the undead in the direction of the undead? The magic, I mean. or do we want to go through the Red Chain? Or do we want to go into Lord of the Scourge? The leadership effect is good. The aura +5, this is just the whole army leadership. And increased casualty replenishment rate. You know what? I'm sure we'll want the Krell upgrades, so we'll just go with that, because there's no mincing about it. We'll just head straight up this way. Yeah, because I want that health regen and melee defense. That sounds pretty tasty. Okay, so that rounds out the hour. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll be looking at the comments again, see how you guys think I'm doing. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, where you'd like me to go next in my campaign. I mean, naturally, I have my campaign objectives, but if you have thoughts about what direction things should take now that we've finally set foot outside Sylvania for the first time, I'm open to suggestions and excited to keep on with this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side.